I woke up this morning and had my morning cup of coffee. As I pulled up 4 flight, started checking all the weather around the local airports where it's at least remotely close to where I'll be flying this morning. I noticed that the temperature and the dew point and all the surrounding areas are either 1 degree away or have met. So you know what that means. We may have to deal with some fog this morning. And the problem is I wanted to be at the airport and ready to take off pretty much as soon as there was enough daylight. And I'm on track to do that, but my fear is right here at daybreak that the fog may settle in. So I don't know, we're gonna roll the dice. I'm still headed to the airport. We'll just kind of wait it out and see. So there's a bar that I've been eyeballing. I want to do some fishing off the back of it. It looks like it would be a good spot. I'm no pro fisherman, I don't know. But I wanted to get there as soon after sunup as I possibly could. So that's the plan. We'll just see how much the fog plays with it this morning. So the camera does a lot of adjustment for me to make it look like there's more light than there is. It's pretty wild to see. On camera it looks like it's really good in daylight, but it's actually just now starting to get good enough light that you could take off if you wanted. What's crazy is that the temperature and the dew point were set on each other and still are, but so far there's not a sign of fog. Vadia traffic, got a white Avid departing runway 25 Charlie Vadia. Oh man, that sunrise is beautiful. Alright, there's my bar right there. Go ahead and chop the power so I can get down into the channel here without picking up too much airspeed. Perfect. Okay. We are set. I want to go right down the middle of it. It is beautiful. It's calm. The sun has not even come up over the trees yet. I feel good about this. Hopefully, we got some good luck coming to us today. Isn't it crazy the kind of adventures you can have with an airplane? I mean, I had my cup of coffee this morning before I left the house, which is why I did not bring my coffee set up. But I'm almost regretting that, because if you were out here drinking a cup of coffee, watching the sun come up over the hill, lines in the water, it's hard to see it getting much better than this.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh,
Okay.
I've been running from the law.
I could tell you it was a little one because he kept struggling to take the bait, but that's a start. If the little one's here, mama's here somewhere. So, alright, there's some more little ones playing with my bait. Ah, yeah. Look at that, another little one. Again, all these little ones are taking my bait. I went to check out this other spot. My pole is jumping. Ah, got him. This one might have some decent size to him. Yeah. Okay. Keep him away from that log over there. Yeah, that's what's up. Oh no. Oh no. I thought I had something here. Dang, got my cut bait. I think that's what it was on here. It's a big fat mudfish. From a distance, I could see his color, and with the sun shining down on it, I thought it was a big old bass at first, and he was putting up a heck of a fight. But once I got him in a little bit closer where the water was shallow and I could see him, I was like, yeah, big old mudfish. But he was fun to pull in. Matter of fact, I got him right up here on the bank and was gonna try to wash him off and jump right out of my hand. So good enough for me. On to the next one. Yeah, I'll take that brim right there. Catch this little, yeah, decent sized little panfish. I'm gonna keep him. I didn't have any of my cameras going because they're all on the verge of dying, but I was in the middle of kind of rebaiting and got another brim. I'm gonna keep him. He's good eating size, we'll take that. All right, I'm gonna rebait. And I was trying to stay right here on the edge of this kind of convergence, but it seems like just a little bit more in the shallow, slower water has been better. So I'm gonna rebait everything and stick them here and see what happens. Real quick, I've got everything baited. I've got 2 worms out in the small channel. I've got one, the brim that I caught, I split. And I'm using that brim head out kind of in the deeper part of the channel, right where it converges to this little eddy, down around some stumps, hoping that a big cat will come through and be hungry, still feeding, and jump on him. Now it had to be a big cat because the brim was a good sized brim. I debated on keeping it because it was such a good size, but I figured the thrill of catching a big cat would be a little better. So come get in the shade for a second. It is 1,000 degrees. Hey, if you're enjoying these videos, the content we're putting out, jump down in the comment section. Let us know what you enjoy the most about the videos we're putting out. I love the comments that you leave. One of the most comical comments that a couple of you have actually left them on several different videos, and it is too funny. But I have been somehow dubbed as the Great Value Trent Palmer. And that's so funny because it really is so true. And what I mean is, I'm flying a $25,000 aircraft, not $125,000 or $150,000. When my wife first read that comment, she was a little offended by it or taken back, a little defensive, but I chuckled and I laughed and I laughed. And a lot of it because it really is true. I mean, I'm flying this Avid Flyer. It's simple, it's basic, but man, it's getting the job done. So for now, I'm gonna take pride in being dubbed as the Great Value Trent Palmer. One of the other common questions I get about the Avid is what engine is in it. It has the Jabiru 2200, which is an 85 horse engine. It's got a TN wooden prop that I'm hoping to swap out soon. E-Prop says they are working on their propellers for direct drive engines, and that should hopefully be coming by the end of this year. So I'm excited about trying that. And one of the other common questions that I get is, what do I do for a living? Part of the reason why I'm a budget aviator is because for a living, I am a law enforcement officer in the state of Georgia. Now, my agency I work for has a pretty strict social media policy, so I cannot specifically identify who I work for. Long story short, I'm a law enforcement officer, have been for 15 years, and no regrets, love what I do. Now, there's some days I wish I would have known that I wanted to be a pilot before I got involved in this, because nobody joins law enforcement to get rich. So that contributes to my Great Value Trent Palmer tattoo. That's just a couple of the common questions that I get. You got a question for me, drop it down in the comments. Again, I love getting down there with y'all, talking to you in the comments, hearing about your story in aviation, what y'all are working on right now, and in the whole aviation world. So leave me a comment, let's talk about it. For me, I've rebaited, everything's in the water. I'm going to go jump in and splash and cool off because it is extremely hot.
Freight car steaming down the line of
I'm a little ways from my rod and reel.
Southbound on a riverboat to Baton Rouge.
Yeah, let's go. Just like I knew what happened. In my mind, I said, hey, if I'll go jump in the water and try to cool off and not pay my poles attention, I'll get a bite. I literally was sitting in the river. I looked back and my big pole that had the big brim head on it was just bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. But look at this. Yeah, come on with it. Now, the tough job right here is gonna be the fact that because I'm in an airplane, I don't have a live well. I've got a stringer. So now I'm gonna have to try to keep this big old, I don't know, 15-pound catfish on a stringer and hope it don't swim away. Oof. That was good work. I thought it was gonna be a mudfish because of how hard it was pulling. And again, once it got close enough, I could kind of tell. I was like, boom! Been after a catfish on the back of a bar from flying my Avid in for a while. So next thing I got to figure out is how to get these things home. So I'm gonna bait up another. Actually, I got to keep the brim head. He didn't even, my brim head went up the fishing line. And usually I got a circle hook on there and usually they are really good about just catching the side of the lip. But he absolutely inhaled this thing, so not so lucky. Anyway, I want to bait back up and see if I can't catch another one. The benefits of fishing at the river is you can jump in whenever you get hot and cool off. Look at the view. Look at the Avid out here just making things happen. This is great. The Avid is probably, in my opinion, the most affordable backcountry machine. Now there's some smaller aircraft like Sure Enough ultralights that are lighter than the Avid that will do stow performance, but I don't know that they would carry what the Avid will carry. I've got about a 540-pound useful load, so pretty much if I can get it in there, I can fly it when I'm by myself. So I'm gonna just kind of, getting in the water was my good luck charm last time. As soon as I sat down in the water, my pole went to bobbing. So I'm gonna try that again and see if I can get another bite. All right, listen. It is hot as I'll get out. We've got a couple fish on the stringer. Luckily, I'm only 10 minutes with this tailwind, maybe less from the airport. So I got to hurry back, put them on ice. I've come out here fishing off Kenneth's bar a couple times, struck out. The river was right so I could finally fish off of this bar. I think we will officially call this bar the fish bar. Anyway, I'm getting out of here, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching this video, coming along for my adventures, and I will see you on the next one.